Morning, team! Today's the big day. Our first batch of adventure ambassadors will be arriving at the Welcome Center by noon.
Already spotted their convoy coming up the mountain road from my position. Lots of expensive SUVs.
Comm systems are online and ready, though I'm still getting some nasty interference on the northeast channels.
Oh, really? Care to elaborate what you're hearing?
It's hard to describe, to be honest. Static burst with something that almost sounds like... Never mind. Probably just atmospheric.
Okay, well, just get it resolved before the influencers arrive. Management wants perfect connectivity for their social media posts.
Hey, guys, has anyone else noticed how empty these woods are? Been here 3 weeks and barely seen any large mammals.
Animals are good at hiding, Tim. Now let's go through final assignments. Javier, emergency relay testing. Amara, wildlife briefing for the guests. Emily, water safety protocols. Kayla, perimeter security. Timothy, trail condition reporting.
Copy that.
Oh, Harry, I've been meaning to ask you something, actually. Why was this area restricted for so long if there's nothing particularly special about it?
Government bureaucracy. Ecological studies that never ended. The usual red tape.
But there's virtually no documentation from those studies. Don't you find that odd?
Not our concern. We're here to make this place accessible, not dig into its history.
Right. Speaking of water safety, though, I found some unusual chemical signatures in the Central Lake, which is surprising considering how gorgeous it looks.
Anything dangerous?
Not exactly, just unexpected. High mineral content and some compounds I can't easily identify.
Note it in your report and move on. We've got influencers to impress.
Harry, I need to report something unusual too, I'm afraid.
Go ahead, Amara.
So I've been tracking animal movement patterns near North Ridge, and from what I've found, there's a clear avoidance behavior occurring, like they're staying away from certain areas.
What areas specifically?
The Central Valley and Eastern Slopes. It's as if there's an invisible boundary they won't cross.
Probably just natural terrain features affecting their movement.
I don't think so. This is deliberate avoidance. Something's making them stay away.
Make note of it. We'll look into it after the beta test weekend.
Hey, team, I just found something a little crazy over at West Hollow. Looks military.
Where exactly is this?
Grid coordinate B7 on our maps. Not marked on any of the surveys we were given.
Probably just an old ranger station. Leave it alone, will ya? Victoria from corporate is buzzing me. Everyone be ready for guest arrival in 2 hours.
Copy that. Security feeds are up, but there's some interference on the eastern cameras.
More?
Yep, periodic static.
Get it fixed. Can't have technical issues on day one.
I can help with that after I finish the relay tests. How many influencers are coming again?
6 total. They'll be individually scattered across the beginner zone cabins. Make sure emergency beacons are placed at each location.
Already done. Each cabin has a beacon, plus our enhanced coverage nodes. But again, something's causing interference in certain areas.
Just make it work, Javier.
Will do, boss.
Hey, Adventure Crew! Just arrived at the Welcome Center for our Number Section 47 exclusive preview.
Finally, the drive up here was brutal, and my signal keeps dropping despite their promises of enhanced connectivity.
They said there would be special signal boosters at all the designated areas. This is a tech test as much as an adventure test.
Just checked in. This place is seriously remote. Perfect for my survival series.
Dudes! I just scored the map of the area. There's a sick cliff face on the eastern boundary. Perfect for my extreme climbing segment.
Remember, we're supposed to stay in the designated areas. That's part of our contract.
I'm getting such strong energy from this place already. The mountains have secrets. I can feel it.
Here we go with the crystal vibes, you perv. I'm just hoping the satellite hotspots actually work. I've got a live stream scheduled for tomorrow.
Has anyone seen the wildlife yet? The brief mentioned unique photography opportunities.
The ranger orientation is in an hour. We'll get all the details then.
Too much waiting around. I'm gonna scope out the sunset spots. Need to plan my shots.
Just don't go past the markers. They were very clear about staying in bounds.
I might do the same. Want to catch the golden hour light? Mountains look amazing right now.
Yo, is it just me? Or does anyone else think it's kinda odd how empty this place is? You'd think a new exclusive resort would have more staff around. No?
It's a soft opening. That's why we're here, to help them work out the kinks before the real launch.
Speaking of kinks, the Wi-Fi password they gave me isn't working.
Who needs Wi-Fi when you have this?
Wow, is that from the Welcome Center?
Nope. Hiked about half a mile up, going to find that cliff face I spotted on the map.
Just be back for orientation, please. The head ranger seems pretty strict.
Jackson, where did you head off to? I want to avoid shooting at the same location.
Eastern boundary. Found an awesome ridge with killer views. Where are you at?
Western edge, following a deer path, hoping to catch some wildlife before the sun fully sets.
Race you to get the best shot. Winner gets first pick of cabins.
You're on! Hold that thought. I just found something kinda interesting, not gonna lie.
And what might that be?
It's an old sign, mostly grown over. Hold on, clearing away some of the growth. Okay, looks like it says: warning, Project Apex, restricted area. Containment Zone.
Whoa. What's Project APEX?
No idea. But there's more. Something about biological research and authorized personnel.
Holy crap! I just found one too. Different sign, but same warning. Danger. Apex containment. Do not proceed.
Should we tell the others?
Hell yeah. This is a crazy cool find. Guys, check this out. Found this at the eastern boundary.
I found one too on the western side. But mine says, warning, Project Apex, restricted area, containment zone.
What the hell is Project APEX?
Hold up. Containment zone? That doesn't sound like ecological conservation to me.
Those signs look military too. My brother works for the DoD. This looks like government warning signage.
I knew I felt something off about this place. The energy here is disturbed, like the land remembers something painful.
Let me contact our Pinnacle liaison. Victoria needs to explain this. Victoria, we found something concerning. Care to explain what Project APEX is, and why we're in a containment zone?
Oh goodness, those are just old conservation signs. This area was used for wildlife management studies back in the 60s. Nothing to worry about.
It says containment zone. That doesn't sound like wildlife management to me.
Different terminology was used back then. I assure you though, Section 47 has been thoroughly assessed. It's perfectly safe. Please remind your team to stay in designated areas. Some terrain can be dangerous if you wander off trail.
So there's nothing we should be concerned about?
Absolutely not. Just old signs from outdated projects. We'll have them removed. Enjoy your adventure. And remember, we're counting on those amazing social posts. We have a situation. The influencers found old Project APEX signage. I gave them the conservation study cover story, but you need to make sure they stay in designated areas at all costs.
Understood. Where were these signs found?
Eastern and western boundaries. How were they missed during prep?
Those areas were deemed low priority. We focused on clearing the primary zones.
This cannot happen again. Management is very concerned about uncontrolled exploration.
I'll personally ensure everyone stays in bounds.
Good. And Harry, if they find anything else unusual, report directly to me, not in the group chat.
Understood. What exactly am I keeping them away from?
That's need to know. And you don't need to know. Just do your job.
Heads up, team. The influencers have arrived and they've already wandered off. They've found old warning signs at the boundaries.
What signs?
Conservation signage. Nothing crazy to worry about, apparently. But I need everyone to ensure our guests stay in designated areas. Timothy, secure the West Hollow section. Kayla, monitor the East Valley. No exceptions.
Copy that. Oh, and Harry. This is unrelated, but I think I've been hearing some kind of howling noise coming from the northern section.
Well, that can't be true. There are no wolves in this region.
Exactly. So what am I hearing?
Probably coyotes. Or the wind through the ravines. Don't worry about it. Stick to facts, not impressions. Now all teams maintain positions. Orientation for the influencers begins in 30 minutes. Let's keep this weekend on track.
Everyone wake up! I need someone to verify what I'm seeing. I found this outside the Northridge outpost. I think it appeared overnight.
What the hell is that? That can't be real, right?
The print is at least 20 times normal wolf size.
I know, right? Something was dragged away. Something heavy.
Any blood?
Not as far as I can see. But the ground is seriously torn up. Never seen anything like this.
Could it be a bear?
Sorry, but no bear is that big. This is Canada anyway.
Everyone calm down. Amara, are there any other signs?
The prints continue north but disappear at the rockier terrain. And there's this icky residue, like some kind of viscous fluid along the drag path.
Get samples, but keep this quiet. If the influencers find out, we're done. They'd never stop talking about it on social media.
Shouldn't we be concerned about whatever made those? This isn't normal wildlife.
That's exactly why we need to investigate properly before jumping to conclusions. Amara, launch the drone. Get aerial footage of that ridge and see if you can find whatever left these tracks.
On it. But Harry, if there's something this large out there, we need to warn people.
We need facts first, not speculation. This could be an elaborate prank or misinterpretation.
Those drag marks don't look like a prank to me.
Until we know what we're dealing with, this stays between us. If we cause a panic over nothing, Pinnacle will have all our jobs.
What if it's not nothing?
Then we'll handle it professionally, not with wild speculation in front of guests. Amara, get that drone up. Everyone else, regular duties, and not a word to the influencers.
Morning from Eagle Point Cabin. Slept like a rock.
Oh, well, lucky you. Some wolf kept howling all night. Couldn't get decent sleep.
Everyone else settled in, okay?
The energy in my cabin feels unsettled. It feels like we're sharing this forest with something other than humans.
Well, yeah. Obviously. Probably a bunch of deer. I saw a bunch yesterday.
I'm all set up at Pinecrest Cabin. Got some amazing dawn wildlife shots, though the few animals I have seen seem super jumpy.
Remember, we're supposed to vlog everything for our channels. Pinnacle wants authentic reactions to this untouched wilderness.
Well, my authentic reaction is that the connectivity sucks. Signal keeps dropping even with their boosters.
That's part of being off-grid. Embrace it.
Easy for you to say. Your whole brand is surviving with nothing. Mine requires actual technology.
Everyone stick to your assigned areas today. We're all exploring different sections. Regroup at base camp for dinner.
I'll be hitting the eastern trails. Want to find that cliff face I saw on the map.
Western Meadows for me, hoping for wildflower shots.
I'm doing a meditation live stream from the southern viewpoint. If I can get a signal.
Northern trails for me. Going to build a natural shelter for my channel.
Central zone reviewing the tech gear. At least there's decent signal there.
Perfect. See everyone tonight then.
Drone footage coming in. So far, there's no confirmed visual on whatever made those tracks, but I found something else. It's another one of those concrete things. Yet another structure that isn't on any of our maps.
Where exactly is this?
Grid reference D9, about 2 miles northeast of my position.
Looks like another old conservation structure. Nothing to be concerned about.
Harry, that's clearly not a conservation building, you silly prick. It's literally a bunker. That's military for sure.
Well, whatever. We're here to prepare for tourists, not play detective.
Speaking of staying on task, has anyone heard from Timothy? He missed his morning check-in.
When was his last report?
Last night around 9 p.m. Said he was going to investigate that damn howling. That's the last we heard from him?
Kayla, you're closest to West Hollow. Can you swing by and check on him?
On my way. We'll report back in 30.
Any sign of him?
Harry? The watchtower is gone. Looks like something ripped straight through it. And there's no sign of Timothy, just his radio on the ground. And blood. Not a lot, but some.
Jesus Christ. Are there tracks like the ones Amara found anywhere nearby it?
Yes, same prints. They lead off into the forest. Harry, what the hell is going on?
Get back to your outpost immediately. Don't follow the tracks. Don't try to find Timothy on your own.
You think something took him?
Probably, yeah. But I'm not risking another ranger. Get back now. That's an order.
Okay, I'm on my way. Should we alert authorities?
I'll contact headquarters first. Need to follow protocol. Emergency protocol initiated. Timothy is missing. His outpost has been obliterated.
What? What the hell happened?
Unknown at this time. Everyone just stay at your outposts for now. Lock down and maintain communications.
Is it connected to those tracks Amara found?
Possibly. I'm contacting headquarters for extraction protocol.
What about the influencers? They're scattered across the park.
We make sure they stay away from that area. No need to cause panic.
Harry, we need to tell them the truth. There's something dangerous out there.
We tell them there's been a security concern, but nothing specific until we know more. We need to keep this contained. I'll message Victoria now.
Leave territory.
Who is this?
Leave territory.
Is this part of the experience? Some kind of horror surprise?
Danger. Not safe. Leave territory.
Okay. This is pretty cool. Immersive experience. Let me check these coordinates. Hey guys, anyone else getting some spooky texts? Some random number messaged me some coordinates and then told me to leave LOL. These were the coordinates.
Oh, that's odd. They didn't tell us that was gonna happen.
Literally, though it could just be a surprise. Some kind of adventure game or something?
I haven't received anything like that.
The coordinates, are they in this park?
Let me check. Yeah, they point to a location about 3 miles northeast from where I am, outside our permitted zone.
That message doesn't look like a game to me. Leave. Sounds like a warning.
I'll ask Victoria about this. Might be their immersive experience element they mentioned.
If it is, it's pretty convincing. I was thinking of checking it out.
Don't go outside the designated areas. That's a violation of our agreement.
But think of the content. Action, Jack discovers secret location in forbidden wilderness. That would kill on views.
Let me check with Victoria first. Stay put until we know more. Victoria, one of our team is receiving some strange text messages. Is this part of your immersive experience?
I'm in a meeting. We'll get back to you shortly. Don't leave designated areas. Safety first! Harry, we have a problem.
I was just about to message you the same thing.
Someone is sending unauthorized messages to our guests, Harry. Find the source and shut it down.
Oh, what? That doesn't make sense. You can only get access to Signal up here if we allow it. Those messages would have to come from within Section 47.
Exactly. We have a saboteur. Someone trying to ruin our opening weekend.
Or a warning.
Excuse me?
Nothing. We'll trace the signal.
Do whatever it takes. This project is too important to fail. The board is watching.
Oh, that was the other thing I was going to say. Timothy's gone missing. His outpost was destroyed.
That's unfortunate. But the priority is containing this situation. Find whoever is sending these messages and keep the influencers in the dark.
They need to be warned if there's actually danger, though, right?
The only thing in danger is your career if you fail to follow orders. Are we clear?
Crystal.
Sorry for the delay, Brooklyn. Yes, this is part of our immersive adventure experience. We wanted to create some mystery. Please ask Jackson to play along, but remind everyone to stay in designated areas. The mystery will unfold there.
I thought so. Sounds fun. Any other surprises we should expect?
All part of the adventure. Just stay within bounds. For your safety and the best experience.
Got it. Thanks, Victoria. Just confirmed with Victoria. The texts are part of their planned experience. They're trying to create mystery and content opportunities.
I knew it. That's actually pretty cool marketing.
Smart way to generate buzz. People will eat this up.
I haven't gotten any mysterious text, though. Feeling kinda left out now.
Something about this feels off to me. Why only message Jackson?
Maybe we all get different elements of the experience. Personalized adventures.
My intuition says those messages aren't part of a game.
Victoria literally confirmed it herself, you crackhead. Just enjoy the experience, everyone. And remember to vlog everything for your followers.
Oh, I'm definitely making content about this. Mystery in the wilderness. My fans will go crazy.
Harry, we need to talk about those messages. I've analyzed the signal. They're not coming from any of our systems.
Where are they coming from?
That's the confusing part. The signal appears to be bouncing off our relay tower, but originating somewhere deep in the northern sector, near that structure Amara found.
Is it possible to block them?
I can try, but whoever is doing this really knows their way around our network, almost like they have access to our infrastructure.
Keep trying. And Javier, those coordinates in the message. What's there?
According to our maps, nothing. It's just unmarked forest. But our maps have already proven incomplete.
I want everyone on high alert then. We may have a situation on our hands if we don't put a stop to this as soon as possible. Amara, stay inside your outpost. Emily, same for you. Kayla, get back to East Valley and lockdown. Javier, secure the comms tower. I'm going to find Timothy.
Harry, you can't go alone. Whatever took Timothy could take you too.
I'm not leaving a man behind. Stay on comms. If I don't report in every 30 minutes, initiate emergency protocols.
That's dumb, Harry. We should all leave now while we still have the chance. Whatever's out there already destroyed a watchtower. We're clearly not equipped for this.
No one leaves until we find Timothy, and we get those influencers to safety if needed. And that's final.
Emergency update required on Section 47. We're experiencing unexpected developments.
Elaborate, please, Victoria.
2 situations developing simultaneously. First, rangers reporting unusually large animal tracks. Second, 1 ranger missing and another outpost destroyed.
What kind of tracks exactly?
Canid, according to the wildlife biologist. Abnormally large. Near where we found those unusual radiation readings last month.
Is this related to what we discussed during site acquisition?
Possibly. Defense contact warned there might be lingering variables, but assured us all biological elements were neutralized decades ago.
Interesting. Who else knows about these findings?
Just the ranger team for now. I've initiated protocol silence, and our influencers are being fed the immersive experience story.
Good. Keep it contained. No evacuation unless absolutely necessary. We've invested too much to back out now.
What about the missing ranger?
Unfortunate casualty. Maintain the cover story. If more go missing, implement extraction under information blackout, but ensure all discoveries are logged first.
You want us to continue the operation?
We need to know what's out there. This could be valuable beyond the entire resort itself. Much more valuable.
Understood. I'll keep controlling the narrative.
Remember, Victoria, if this is what we suspect, documentation takes priority over personnel.
Copy that.
Anyone else notice the rangers seem really on edge today? I walked past one and tried to start a conversation. He basically ran away from me.
Probably just busy with opening weekend prep.
I've been getting some amazing footage, though.
Still getting those immersive texts. I'm actually kind of enjoying the mystery element. My followers are eating it up too.
I've been feeling increasingly unsettled in the valley. There's something ancient here, something that doesn't want us here.
Oh, please, Lucia. Not everything is mystical energy related.
Hey, has anyone actually seen any rangers in the last few hours? I was supposed to meet one for a guided trek, but no one showed.
Let me check with Victoria. I'll see what's going on. Hey, Victoria. Our scheduled ranger activities seem to be cancelled. Aiden was supposed to have a guided trek.
Apologies for that. We've adjusted today's program to give you all more independent exploration time. The Rangers are busy preparing a special surprise for tonight. Something truly unforgettable.
Oh, how exciting. Are the unknown messages part of that too? Jackson's gotten a few more.
Yes, absolutely intentional. We want to build an atmosphere of mystery. All part of the experience.
Great. By the way, one of our group mentioned being kept awake by howling last night. Is that also part of the experience? I had no idea wolves lived in this region.
Yes, of course. We have several audio installations throughout the forest. State-of-the-art sound design to enhance the wilderness atmosphere. So you're absolutely right. No wolves whatsoever.
You guys have really thought of everything.
We certainly have. But remember, stay in your designated areas. For your safety and the best experience.
Will do. Looking forward to the surprise tonight?
All right, team, new instructions. Effective immediately. Protocol silence. All unusual findings are now classified. No communication with influencers about anything out of the ordinary.
Protocol what now?
Harry, we need to evacuate. Timothy is gone. Whatever took him could come back.
Orders from the top. No evacuation. I'm suspending my search for Timothy immediately.
You can't be serious. We can't just abandon him.
These are direct orders from Victoria and above. All Rangers will remain at secure outposts. We must now focus specifically on any unusual findings, but do not share with anyone outside our group.
This is literally just plain unethical. Those influencers need to know they're in danger.
But we don't even know that they're in danger. We have one missing ranger and some large wolf tracks. That's not enough to cause a panic.
Bullcrap, Harry. Something tore through a watchtower. How is that not dangerous?
I said secure your outposts. That's an order.
Kayla, it's Eli Blackwood. Local hunter, we met at the orientation. You need to get everyone out of Section 47. Now!
Eli?
Kayla? How did you get this number?
From the Ranger Directory. Listen to me. The thing that howls at night. The locals have known about it for generations. My grandfather called it the Apex.
What are you talking about?
The government closed off that land in the 60s for some malicious reason. They did something up there, something that shouldn't have been done. Created something that wasn't meant to exist.
How do you know all this?
My grandfather was part of the containment team after things went wrong. He never talked about what he saw, but he made us promise to never enter Section 47, especially at night.
What is this creature exactly?
All I know is it's territorial, intelligent, and it gets stronger when threatened. My grandfather said they could never kill it, only contain it, and now you've disturbed its territory.
I need to tell my team.
They already know. Why do you think the government sold that land so cheap? They wanted to be rid of the problem.
But why would Pinnacle buy land with a dangerous creature?
Ask yourself who owns Pinnacle and what their real business is. It's not tourism.
I'll look into this. Thank you for the warning.
Just get out while you still can.
Harry, problem. A local hunter named Eli Blackwood says there's something dangerous in Section 47, something the government created.
Whoa, where did he get this? And how did he contact you?
Said his grandfather was part of a containment team. Harry, I think we need to take this seriously.
Forward me his contact information. I'll handle this myself, not a word to the others.
But they need to know.
That's an order, Kayla. I'll deal with this directly.
Fine. His number is...
Victoria, one of my rangers received this message from a local. He's making claims about something dangerous in Section 47, something from a government project.
Who sent this message?
Local hunter named Eli Blackwood claims his grandfather was involved in some kind of containment operation.
I'll handle this immediately. Block that number from all Ranger communications. This is harassment and spreading of misinformation.
But what if there's truth to it?
This property was thoroughly vetted before purchase. These are just local superstitions, so maintain protocol silence at all costs. I'll have security escort Mr. Blackwood from the property line.
Understood.
And Harry, delete that image immediately. It's manipulated misinformation.
Harry Lewis, this is Representative Thomas Gardner. We need to speak urgently regarding Section 47.
Representative Gardner? How can I help you?
I've just been informed of a situation developing in your area. Containment has been compromised. You need to initiate immediate evacuation.
Containment? What containment?
Project APEX containment protocols. This was not disclosed during the land transfer. A serious breach of national security.
Sir, I don't understand. What exactly was contained here?
I can't discuss details over unsecured channels, but the threat is substantial. Get your people out now.
I've been ordered to maintain position, though, by Pinnacle Management.
Listen to me carefully. Pinnacle acquired this land under false pretenses. They knew what was there, and they want it.
Want what exactly?
The asset, Subject Omega. It's valuable to certain military contractors.
Is this asset what took my ranger?
Very likely. It's territorial and incredibly dangerous. My hands are tied officially. I'm going to be publicly supporting Pinnacle's development, but unofficially, you need to evacuate immediately.
I'll do what I can.
Be careful. These people are not who they claim to be.
Thank you for the warning, sir.
Update from Communications Tower. I've been attempting to boost our emergency signal. The interference is getting more severe, like something's actively jamming us.
Any success getting a call out?
Negative. I can barely maintain our internal network, and there's something happening with the power. Fluctuations every few minutes.
Javier, can you check something for me? Can you pull up the geological survey data? I want to cross-reference these structures we're finding.
I'll try, but... Wait, I hear something outside.
What is it?
Movement in the trees. 100 yards out and closing fast. Something big.
Javier, lockdown now.
I'm securing the door. It's moving incredibly fast. Oh my good lord! I can see it through the trees. It's massive. That's no wolf.
Javier, stay on comms. And what are you on about? You're saying something that isn't a wolf is coming towards you.
I mean, it looks like a wolf, but no wolf can grow that large. It's coming straight for the tower. It knows I'm here. How does it know I'm here? Oh God!
Jesus Christ! Javier, get to the secure room. Javier? Javier?
His signal's gone.
We've lost comms tower.
That's 2 outposts down. 2 rangers missing.
Everyone stay put. Secure all doors and windows. No one leaves their outpost under any circumstances until we know more.
This is so stupid. We should all be evacuating together. Safety in numbers.
Until we know what we're dealing with, staying put is safest. I have some new information I'm working through, but for now we maintain positions. And someone needs to warn the influencers.
I thought you said protocol silence?
Forget that. There's more going on here than Victoria's telling us. But we need to be strategic. If we cause a panic, we could drive people right into danger.
So what's the plan?
I'm working on it. I'll contact Brooklyn. Tell her to tell everyone to stay in their cabins. I'll say there's been a wolf sighting. That's true enough. Morning check-in. All outposts report your status, please.
Northridge, all clear.
South Basin checking in.
East Valley present. Still no contact from Javier or Timothy?
Negative. I'm heading to comms tower now to check on Javier. Everyone maintain positions until I report back.
Please be careful, Harry. Whatever this thing is, it's already taken 2 of our team.
I know, but I'm armed and moving cautiously. We'll update soon.
Any sign of Javier?
Not yet, but I've only just reached the comms tower. No. No!
Is he okay?
The tower's completely destroyed, Kayla. So no, I don't think he's okay. There are claw marks on some of the remaining walls, too. They're absolutely titanic. Doesn't surprise me considering the size of that bastard wolf.
Damn it, is there really no sign of Javier?
None at all. No blood. No body. Just complete and total destruction.
Same as Timothy. That wolf is slaughtering us.
No wonder it is either. Those claw marks are over 8 inches wide, and the concrete wall is shredded like paper. This thing is a living, breathing weapon.
We need to get the hell out of here. Now!
I'm with you on that. Heading back to Central. I'll contact Victoria again. She can't ignore this anymore. Emergency alert. Javier's outpost is destroyed. And no sign of him either. I'm calling for immediate evacuation.
Thank God. This has gone way beyond what we're equipped to handle.
Hold on. I need to share something. I found something while checking water contamination levels earlier. It's some kind of bunker entrance near the south edge of the lake.
Did you go inside?
Yep, and I found documents. Lots of them. You need to see what's in here. They were experimenting on animals here, trying to create enhanced predators for the war effort.
Emily, I need you to send everything you found. Every page.
Scanning now. But listen to this part. Subject Omega, our most advanced canid specimen, has exceeded all enhancement parameters. Growth continues beyond projected limits. Intelligence tests suggest cognitive function comparable to higher primates. And this, Day 87, Subject Omega has escaped primary containment. 3 researchers confirmed deceased. Secondary containment protocols initiated. Special Forces team en route. Day 89. Catastrophic containment failure. Facility compromised. All remaining personnel to evacuate to emergency bunkers. Subject Omega hunting methodically through compound.
Dear God, send everything. We need to know what we're dealing with.
One more page that's really clear. Final report. Project A PEX terminated. Subject Omega cannot be terminated with available resources. Region to be designated restricted federal land. Containment perimeter established. Monitoring to continue indefinitely. Warning. Subject displays territorial behavior with hunting range of approximately 50 square miles. Exhibits heightened aggression during mating season. Fall. Estimated lifespan unknown.
That explains it then. We're in its goddamn territory, and it's fall.
So we've got some government super predator hunting us? That's just great.
We need to warn the influencers, Asap. They're scattered all over its territory.
Agreed. Protocol silence is officially over. I'll contact Brooklyn. Tell her to get everyone back to base camp immediately.
Morning, everyone. Sorry to start the day off with a moan, but is anyone else having equipment issues? My radio scanner is picking up frequencies it shouldn't be, and when I set it back to the right frequency, it just messes it up again.
Oh, that's odd. What kind of signals is it being changed to?
Artificial ones. They're pulsing in a pattern. Definitely man-made. I can't quite pinpoint the source, but it seems to be coming from the lake.
The lake? What would be broadcasting from the lake?
Nothing good, probably. Remember those old warning signs we found?
I'm getting those texts now too, by the way. Danger and containment breach.
Victoria said those are just part of the experience. Don't worry about them, yeah?
Wait a second. Those coordinates. I've seen them before. Let me check something.
Guys, I found the most incredible flowers blooming right outside my cabin. They only open at midday, apparently. I'm going to get some shots before they close.
Don't go too far, Zoe. Stay within the marked area.
It's just past the boundary. I'll be super quick, starting a quick live stream so you can see these beauties. Link live now. Dawn flowers at Section 47.
Yo, Aiden, what did you mean about the coordinates? You said you recognized them? Did you not recognize them the first time they were sent or something?
No, I didn't really think about them much then, but my brother works for the Defense Department. He showed me a report once about missing persons in national parks. That exact coordinate was on the list.
Really? Does it have any interesting locations attached to it?
Very much so. It's actually a location where hikers disappeared about 50 years ago, and then again 30 years ago, and again just 5 years ago.
That can't be right. Victoria said the texts are part of the experience.
I don't think they are, Brooklyn. I think someone is genuinely trying to warn us.
But why would Victoria lie?
That, I don't know, but something doesn't add up, clearly. This place, these coordinates, those warning signs. I get the feeling we're not supposed to be here for a lot more than just environmental reasons.
Let me talk to Victoria again. I need clearer answers.
Guys, I traced that signal. It's not just coming from around or on the lake. It's coming from underwater, right in the middle of the lake. Looks like some kind of emergency beacon that sunk or something. It's been broadcasting for decades based on the degradation pattern.
How is that possible?
No idea, but it's definitely military grade. Guys, sorry to change the subject, but something's happening with Zoe's live stream. Everyone check it now.
I see it. Holy crap! Did you all just see that? Behind her in the trees!
I missed it. What happened?
Something moved. Fast!
I saw it. It looked like a wolf, but surely it can't be. That thing was way too big to be a wolf.
Why did Zoe's stream just die? Did anyone see where she was exactly?
She said just past her cabin boundary. Zoe, are you there? Zoe?
I'm at Pinecrest now. I'm going to go find her.
Jackson, wait. Don't go out there alone.
She might need help. I've got this.
No. Wait for ranger assistance. I'll contact them.
No time. I'm heading out now.
Victoria, we have an emergency. One of our influencers, Zoe, went slightly beyond her cabin boundary, and now she's not responding. We saw something on her live stream, something that looked like a huge wolf.
I'm sure she's fine. Probably just lost signal. Or perhaps playing along with our immersive experience.
This doesn't feel like an experience anymore. We need ranger assistance to find her immediately.
All right. I'll dispatch someone to check. But I'm confident she's just exploring and lost track of time.
And what about the coordinates in those texts? Aiden says they match locations of previous disappearances in these mountains.
That's absurd. Your friend is very much mistaken, or trying to scare you. Everything is perfectly under control.
Then why is Devon picking up an old emergency beacon from the lake?
Technical glitch. Nothing to worry about. Please remain in your cabin. I'll update you shortly.
Oh no. I just found Zoe's camera. It's just lying on the ground. No sign of her.
Jackson, come back immediately. Please!
Hold on. I see some footprints, heading deeper into the woods. I'm sorry to pull this trope, but I'm gonna follow them.
No! Wait for the rangers, you idiot!
These prints are quite far apart. Looks like she was running, and there are other prints too. Massive ones, like a wolf, but way 1,000,000 times bigger.
Jackson, please come back. You aren't even armed.
I think I hear something. Hang on, there's something in the trees watching me. I can feel it.
Jackson! Get out of there, you stupid little prick.
Yeah. You know what? I'm good. Heading back now. Uh-oh. Brooklyn, get outside. Office here.
Emergency! Everyone back to your cabins now. Jackson saw a huge fricking wolf.
Good lord, I knew something was wrong here.
What?
I knew it. The energy here. It's from a predator. An ancient, hungry presence.
Victoria's being no help at all. She's still claiming everything is fine. I'm contacting the rangers directly.
Harry, we have a problem. Security cameras picked something up. Our little friend just got spotted near one of the roads connected to one of Influencer's cabins.
When the hell was this?
Just now. East perimeter. It seems to be circling my outpost now, too. I think I've locked everything down, but...
Stay hidden. I'm trying to get evacuation authorized.
Remember those documents? It said Subject Omega hunts methodically. It's intelligent, and it can problem solve.
I just got a message from one of the influencers. Brooklyn. 2 of their group are missing now.
Which ones?
Zoe and Jackson. Same pattern. They wandered beyond boundaries and disappeared.
Everyone listen carefully. We're abandoning protocol silence. I'm authorizing immediate evacuation. All rangers and influencers to Central Outpost. We leave together.
Finally, some sense.
I'll deal with Victoria, but we're getting everyone out of here. Now! Victoria, I'm ordering a full evacuation. We've lost 2 rangers and 2 guests, and now we have visual confirmation of the threat.
That could be any large predator. A bear, perhaps. Low-quality image is causing misinterpretation.
This isn't a bear. We found the files. We know about Project APEX. We know about Subject Omega.
I see. And yet evacuation is still premature. We need more documentation of the subject.
Documentation? 4 people are missing, potentially dead.
Regrettable casualties. But this discovery is too significant to abandon.
I don't care about the discovery. I'm getting my remaining team and those influencers out of here.
Your authorization for evacuation is denied. Roads in and out of Section 47 are currently experiencing technical difficulties. Focus on gathering intelligence. A proper scientific team will arrive soon.
You knew, didn't you? You knew what was out here all along.
That's classified. Continue with your duties, Ranger Lewis. And remember your non-disclosure agreement.
To hell with the NDA. I'm getting these people out, even if we have to walk.
Then you'll all be terminated. And I don't mean from your positions.
Is that a threat?
It's reality, bitch. There are snipers on the perimeter. No one leaves without authorization. Now do your job, or face the consequences.
You won't get away with this.
We already have. Now get back to work. And Harry, you're completely expendable. Remember that.
Victoria, we need to talk, now. This has gone way beyond your immersive experience story.
I understand your concern, Brooklyn, and I want to assure you that we're monitoring the situation very closely.
2 of my friends are missing. I want straight answers. What is really going on here?
All right. If you wish, I'll be candid with you. We're experiencing an unexpected wildlife situation.
A wildlife situation? That thing Jackson photographed is no regular wildlife.
You're correct. It appears to be an unusually large canid, possibly a wolf hybrid that's established territory in this region.
So those warning signs, the containment zone, that was real?
The area was previously used for wildlife monitoring. Some species proved more adaptable than expected.
We need to leave then. Can you call back our convoy, please?
I completely agree. And we're working on evacuation plans as we speak. However, there's a complication.
What kind of complication?
The access road has experienced significant washout from last night's rainfall. Heavy equipment is en route, but it will take approximately 24 hours to clear.
That's nonsense. The weather has been perfectly clear. Where's all the rain at?
The damage occurred upstream, I'm afraid. Flash flooding is common in mountain watersheds, even with clear skies locally.
So we're trapped here? With that thing out there?
You're perfectly safe in your cabins. The Rangers are on high alert as well, and we have protocols in place for wildlife encounters.
What about Zoe and Jackson?
Search teams are already looking, though it is still likely they just lost their way. Perhaps even returned to town on their own.
I'll be honest, Victoria. Every instinct I have is screaming that you're lying.
I understand your distrust, but I assure you we have everyone's safety as our priority. Please remain in your cabin. The Rangers will check on you shortly.
Fine, but this isn't over. Not by a long shot.
I've been digging deeper into these Project APEX files, and I've decoded some of the redacted sections. This Subject Omega was specifically designed with enhanced territorial intelligence.
What does that mean exactly?
It means it doesn't just defend its territory randomly. It maps it, understands it, and plans strategic defense. Like a military commander, it remembers intruders, studies their patterns, and adapts.
That explains why it targeted our outposts, the communications infrastructure.
What else?
There's something about olfactory triggers. Apparently, Subject Omega goes into a rage state when it detects blood, similar to a shark's feeding response, but far more intense.
Great. So if anyone gets so much as a paper cut, we're all screwed.
Everyone listen. Victoria has denied evacuation. She told the influencers that the roads are washed out, when the truth is that she's put snipers around the perimeter. In other words, we are screwed. Pretty sure it's her who's been messing with our signal too.
I'm going to try something then. Climbing to higher ground to try my satellite phone.
Okay, sounds good. We need some crazy backup right now.
Still no satellite signal, I'm afraid, but I can see something from up here.
Is that a government helicopter?
Looks like it. They're circling the northern sector.
The area where we found those bunkers. Can you tell what they're doing?
They've been making the same pattern for about 20 minutes. Like they're searching for something. Wait, there's another one joining it now.
This is getting worse by the minute.
What the hell is going on, Harry?
I think we're in the middle of some kind of covert operation. And we're expendable, according to Victoria.
I need to get back to my outpost. This exposed position feels risky now.
Good idea. Keep a low profile for now until we figure out a plan.
Guys, I've modified my radio equipment, and I'm picking up military communications. Clear as day.
What are they saying?
They're using code names, but I can make out some phrases. Asset recovery, containment protocols, subject relocation.
That doesn't sound like a rescue operation. That sounds like they're hunting a certain canid.
The wolf monster. That's what they're after.
I just spoke with Victoria. She claims we can't evacuate because the roads are washed out, even though the weather's been perfect.
That's a lie. I just heard them coordinate vehicle movements on the main axis access road. It's definitely open.
So they're deliberately keeping us here? Why?
I might have some insight. I just spoke with my brother. He works in military intelligence.
What did he say?
He couldn't tell me much, but he said Section 47 appears in classified documents related to biological weapons development.
That explains the military chatter. They're not here to save us. They're here to recover their wolf experiment.
I feel a terrible presence. It's growing stronger as night approaches, like it's truly waking up.
We need to warn the Rangers. They're probably being kept in the dark too.
Aiden, you need to get out of there now. I've pulled some strings. Section 47 is bad. Like highest level classification bad.
Cameron! Oh, thank goodness. Please, man. What are we dealing with?
I can't say much. My communications are being monitored, but there was a Cold War project. Biological enhancements for military applications. Something escaped. Something they couldn't kill.
Jesus! Is that the wolf thing?
A wolf-like creature, but vastly enhanced. Hyper-intelligent, territorial, and apex in every sense of the word.
How do we kill it then?
That's just it. They couldn't. That's why they sealed off the area. Contained it, rather than eliminated it.
Why is Pinnacle here then? Opening a resort in monster territory?
Not Pinnacle. Look at their parent company, Apex Defense Solutions. Military contractors specializing in biological weapons. They want to recapture it, study it, try to weaponize it again.
And we're bait.
Send me your exact location. I'll try to get an unauthorized extraction, but be ready to move fast.
I'll share this with my group. We need to work together.
Be careful who you trust. Pinnacle staff are not your friends if you haven't already noticed.
Emergency update. My brother from the military just messaged me. He says Pinnacle is owned by Apex Defense Solutions, a military contractor that specializes in biological weapons. They're trying to recapture some experiment that escaped decades ago. That's the wolf thing.
Oh my. And they're using us as bait, I take it.
It all makes sense now. The restricted area, the warning signs, the containment zone. That's literally what it was.
The creature is growing restless. I can feel its hunger getting closer to me. Its rage is guiding it.
Lucia, where are you now?
Western cabin, near the old pine grove.
Get inside. Lock everything. Stay away from windows.
I'm already inside, but I don't think it matters. It knows I'm here.
Still, barricade yourself in. Use furniture, anything.
I'm sharing this information with the Rangers too. They need to know what we're dealing with.
Harry, one of the influencers just shared something. Pinnacle is owned by a goddamn defense contractor. Apex Defense Solutions, apparently.
Oh, hell no.
This makes sense now. They want to recapture Subject Omega, and they're using us and the influencers to draw it out.
What about those helicopters I saw? Could they not be here to save us?
Probably Apex defense personnel. Not here to help us, here to capture that thing.
Oh no, listen.
Everyone hear that?
The howling.
It's so loud, like it's everywhere at once.
East Valley Station picking it up clearly. Sound is echoing through the whole valley.
Any visual confirmation?
Negative from here, but my motion sensors are going crazy. It's on the hunt again. Someone is gonna die.
It's coming. I can see it.
Lucia, no. Are you seeing it right now?
It's at the edge of the clearing. The sun is setting and... Hang on, let me night vision this crap. I'm hiding in the cabin, but somehow it's looking right at me. It knows I can see it.
Lucia, get away from the window. Barricade your door.
I did already, but it's testing the walls, pushing against them. The cabin is creaking. Holy crap! It just ripped off the roof.
Lucia, no!
Ranger Lewis, this is Dr. Lawrence Freeman, former lead researcher, Project APEX. I need to speak with you urgently.
Wait, what the hell? How did you of all people get this number?
Military channels. I've been monitoring Section 47 since Pinnacle acquired it. I recognized the name pattern when I saw news reports. They're after Omega, aren't they? This thing,
That's the bastard. Yeah, we've lost 4 people to it already. What on earth are we dealing with, Doc?
Something built to kill. Omega has evolved far beyond our original designs. It's been free for decades, adapting, becoming more than we ever intended.
Tell me how to kill it then. These bastards won't let us leave. So killing it is our only option.
That's the problem. We couldn't, not with conventional weapons at least. It heals too quickly, and it's incredibly intelligent, so even getting a hit on it would be a miracle.
Then how the hell do we survive?
Well, Omega tracks through fear, smell, and blood. It can quite literally smell the hormones you produce when you feel fear. And the more afraid you are, the more excited it becomes.
Great. So we're basically the most delicious meal it could ask for.
Precisely. But there is one thing. Something that could help you.
I'm listening.
We created multiple subjects, not just Omega.
There are more of these things?
Different species, different enhancements. Subject Delta was our reptilian success. Nearly as large as Omega, but much slower, more predictable.
Where is Delta now?
The Central Lake. We intentionally released it there, as a failsafe, in case Omega ever escaped containment.
So there's a giant monster crocodile in our lake?
Essentially, Essentially, yes. A countermeasure against Omega.
That doesn't help us, though. You expect us to somehow lure Omega to the lake?
It may be your only hope. Omega fears water, and it remembers Delta.
The lake water? Emily found unusual chemical compounds in it.
Yes, sedatives, to keep Delta docile, but they've likely degraded significantly over time.
Meaning Delta's awake?
Very possibly, and hungry. If not, though, one of you are gonna have to wake it up.
Harry Lewis, you filthy little rat. We've detected unauthorized communications to your device from a Dr. Lawrence Freeman. Cease all contact immediately.
Who is he really, Freeman?
A known ecological terrorist with a personal vendetta against Pinnacle. He spreads misinformation to disrupt legitimate operations.
Funny, because he seems to know an awful lot about Project APEX and Subject Omega.
He's clearly just hacked into old files, creating false narratives. Do not trust anything he tells you.
I trust him a lot more than you right now.
That's unfortunate, Harry. Your access to external communications will now be restricted then, for the safety of the operation.
Too late. I already know about Subject Delta. I know about the lake.
Then you know how valuable these assets are. Stand down and let our recovery team work.
People are dying, Victoria.
Peasants are acceptable losses, Harry. The technology we're recovering is worth billions, perhaps even trillions in military applications alone.
You're disgusting.
No, Harry. I'm practical. Now stay out of our way, or join the casualty list. Your choice.
Emily, I need your help. Victoria's blocking my communications with Dr. Freeman.
Who?
Former APEX researcher. He has critical information. Can you set up an emergency frequency? Something outside Pinnacle's network?
I can try. The old emergency radio at South Basin might work. It operates on frequencies they probably aren't monitoring.
Do it.
You got it. I'll contact you on channel 7.3 when it's ready.
Ranger Lewis, can you receive this?
Dr. Freeman, Frost has moved us onto this secure channel.
But you see, it won't stay secure for long. So I'll be brief. Project APEX began as a Cold War initiative. Enhanced Predators for battlefield deployment. But we created something far beyond our control.
How do we destroy Omega then?
Conventional weapons are useless, as you know. Its healing factor is too advanced. But Delta was specifically designed to counter Omega. Their cellular structures are incompatible with each other. Literally toxic to one another.
So if we can somehow get them to fight.
Exactly. But you have to understand Omega's hunting pattern. It isolates prey using herding tactics, cuts off escape routes systematically. It's what it did during the original containment breach. We sealed an entire chamber of our research team rather than let the breach spread. I still hear them sometimes.
Dr. Freeman, stay with me. We need more information.
Sorry, yes. There's a sealed emergency bunker. Coordinates, ... It contains more Project APEX files, and possibly weapons designed to be effective against Omega. Not lethal, but disorienting.
We'll try to send someone to reach it.
Good, but go armed. Omega remembers faces. It remembers methods. It's not just an animal. It's something more. Almost like some demon, really.
One more question. Why would Pinnacle want to recapture it?
They don't want to simply recapture it. They want its DNA to restart the program. They need fresh samples. That's why they're using you all as bait.
Bait?
The more humans in its territory, the more agitated it becomes, the more likely it makes mistakes, exposing itself to their capture teams.
Those helicopters?
Tranquilizer units. But I don't think they realize how much Omega has evolved. It's smarter now, more cautious. It will eliminate all of you first, before it exposes itself to their technology.
We need to move fast then.
They're triangulating this signal. I don't have much time. Wait! One more thing. I created it. I made Omega. This is my fault. And I'm so sorry.
Status check. Who's still online?
I'm here. Central cabin. Barricaded myself in bathroom.
Eastern campsite for me. Set up an early warning systems around my tent, using modified motion detectors.
Any sign of that thing?
Not any direct visual yet, no. But I'm getting some movement readings from the forest edge, like it's circling me, just out of sensor range.
I've left my assigned cabin, built a shelter. It's camouflaged and elevated.
That looks actually impressive.
Basic survival techniques. The creature hunts mostly on the ground, so elevation helps. I've also masked my scent with mud and pine.
Any word from your brother, Aiden?
Just another warning. Stay away from the perimeter. Pinnacle has personnel there, and they're not taking anyone out.
So we're truly on our own then, with that damn thing hunting us, and some military contractor watching?
We need to find the Rangers. They might have more information. Or weapons.
Agreed, but moving at night is suicide. We should wait until dawn.
If we make it until dawn,
Status update. Emily, Amara, Kayla. Check in if you can.
South Basin secure, maintaining emergency channel.
East Valley here, but we have an immediate problem. I've lost contact with Amara, I'm afraid. She's not responding.
Since when?
About 20 minutes ago. Middle of a conversation, then nothing.
Damn it. First Timothy, then Javier, now Amara.
We're being picked off, one by one. Emily, I need those topographical maps. We need to plan a route to reach each one of the influencers.
Sending now. I've marked all cabins, and the emergency bunker Dr. Freeman mentioned.
Good work. I'll head to Central Outpost. We'll need to move to separate locations if we want to save everyone. Kayla, can you reach the eastern camp?
I think so. It's about a 30-minute hike through dense forest, though.
Then take weapons, and move quietly, and keep to open spaces where possible.
Copy that. What about Emily?
Emily, stay put for now. Maintain that emergency channel. We need the communication link.
Roger that. I'll also keep trying to reach Amara. Maybe it's just equipment failure.
Let's hope so, for her sake and ours.
Devin, how's your situation?
Not any better. Something keeps triggering my sensors, but when I check the feeds, there's nothing there. It's like it knows where the blind spots are.
That matches what I've heard. This thing is smart, really smart.
Luckily, it's going against someone with brains as well. My warning system is the only thing keeping me alive right now.
It was a clever move, I must say. But what's your escape plan?
I have climbing gear ready. The big pine behind my tent. I can ascend in less than a minute.
Good thinking. I've scouted a path to Brooklyn's location. We should try to regroup at dawn.
I'll be ready. If I survive the night...
Okay, everyone, I've created this secure group chat for all of us. It should be hidden from Pinnacle monitoring, at least temporarily.
Good work, Emily. Remaining Rangers, check in for me, please.
Here.
Here. And I just have some critical information.
I'm not a ranger, but I'm here too.
Same.
Here? And so are my tech skills.
All right, that's everyone. So I've been digging into Pinnacle's corporate structure, and I found something major. Pinnacle Outdoor Experiences is actually a subsidiary of Nexus Defense Technologies.
Never heard of them.
I have. They're a military contractor, specialize in adaptive predator systems and battlefield enhancements.
My brother mentioned them. They have Pentagon contracts, black budget stuff.
That confirms it then. This whole resort was just a cover.
For what exactly?
For recapturing or studying Subject Omega, which is that wolf creature, and we're the bait.
Dr. Freeman told me the same thing, I'm afraid. They need fresh DNA samples. For some new program?
Monsters. They're using us as bait for that thing, knowing we might die.
Can we expose them somehow?
I've been trying to hack into their secure servers, with Emily's help, of course. We found some very disturbing information. This whole influencer weekend was a controlled field test. They're studying Subject Omega's hunting patterns, using us as subjects.
What?
It gets worse. Look what I captured from the Department of Defense text channels. I managed to intercept a message meant for Victoria from someone named Sarah Keller. Retrieval of viable DNA samples remains priority alpha. Minimum survival metrics for test subjects acceptable at 30%. Continue operation regardless of casualties. Extraction team for specimens on standby. All witness statements to be classified upon completion.
Christ. Minimum survival metrics. They're completely okay with most of us dying?
We need to get out of here. ASAP.
But they've blocked all exits, right?
My brother Cameron is working on unauthorized extraction, but we need to survive long enough to reach the extraction point.
And we need evidence to expose what they've done. Otherwise, they'll just cover it up.
Good news then. I've reached the emergency bunker. Found a huge map. It shows that there's an extensive tunnel system beneath Section 47, all leading to the Central Lake.
Where Subject Delta is, the other monster.
Exactly. If we can somehow get Omega to encounter Delta...
They might fight each other, creating a diversion for us to escape.
I have another idea too. My social media platform has an emergency broadcast feature. For verified accounts, I can compile all our evidence and set it to publish automatically, even if something happens to my phone.
Smart. I can help encrypt that data too. Make sure Pinnacle can't block it.
Everyone look at this. Just captured on my security feed. Victoria and what I assume is Agent Keller. They've landed over in the northern sector, which I assume means that they're monitoring us from a safe distance.
Cowards. I have a crazy plan. For those of you who don't know, Omega tracks through fear but mostly blood. So I can cut my arm, draw blood, lure it to the Central Lake.
Where someone else can try to wake up Delta by going down into the chamber where all the lake controls are. That's where the sedative disabling system will be.
If we time it right, Omega will encounter Delta, and we can use the chaos to escape.
That's suicide, Harry. You can't outrun that thing.
I don't plan to. These weapons might slow it down enough. Just long enough to reach the lake.
I'll help. I know tracking patterns. I can set up diversions along the way.
And I can monitor your movements. Guide you around Omega's likely path using a drone.
Who's going to wake up Delta, though? That's another suicide mission.
Harry, can you read me?
Amara? You're alive? We thought you...
I know. I know, I barely escaped. It destroyed my outpost, but I found a hidden entrance in all the chaos. I'm underground now, some kind of old research facility under the lake.
We thought you were gone for good, thank God.
I've been following the pipes from the distribution system. I think I've located the sedative control for the lake.
Amara, this is perfect. We need to wake up Subject Delta to fight Subject Omega.
I figured as much. I can reach the controls. But what's the plan exactly?
I'm going to lure Omega to the lake using my blood. We need Delta awake when Omega arrives.
I understand. When do we do this?
How quickly can you reach the controls?
I'm already here, at the valve system.
Perfect. I'll head to the lake now. Wait for my signal, then cut off the sedatives.
Copy that. Standing by for your signal. Good luck.
Change of plans. Amara's alive, and she's already at the sedative controls.
Oh my god, that's amazing news.
Thank goodness.
She'll wake up Delta when I reach the lake. Brooklyn, I need you to compile all our evidence. Ready to broadcast in case all this goes wrong?
On it. I've already started. Devon's helping with the technical side.
I've created an encrypted backup too. Even if they destroy our devices, the truth will still get out.
My brother secured several extraction points for us all. I'll send you each of your coordinates individually.
Everyone understands the plan then? I lure Omega to the lake. Amara wakes up Delta. They fight. Everyone runs to their respective extraction points. We move in 1 hour. Get ready. This is our only shot.
Ha ha ha. We know what you're planning, you little bastard. Our sensors detected your access to the emergency bunker.
Then you know we're not going down without a fight.
This is larger than you realize, boy. Subject Omega represents billions in military applications, as you know. But not only that, its DNA could literally revolutionize warfare.
At the cost of how many lives?
Progress requires sacrifice. It always has.
So you're willing to sacrifice all of us?
Willing isn't the right word, though. Practical. Logical. This was never about a resort. It was about confirming Omega's viability after decades in isolation, testing its hunting patterns, and yes, acquiring fresh biological samples.
You're monsters.
No, Harry, and it's not us. We never created the monster. We're just trying to understand it and control it, as the government failed to do decades ago.
And what about Delta? Did you know about that too?
Of course. Why do you think we purchased this specific parcel? 2 subjects for the price of 1. Though Delta is far less interesting from a scientific perspective.
We're going to stop you.
You can try, but I should warn you, you're being monitored. Every step, every communication. We've allowed your little secure chat to continue because it amuses us.
Well, you've never been the brightest bunch of psychopaths. We have backup plans.
As do we. Goodbye, Ranger Lewis. I would say it's been a pleasure, but we both know that would be a lie.
Extraction points confirmed. I've secured unauthorized support. We'll arrive at coordinates at sunrise, but we can only hold each position for around 7 minutes. After that, you're on your own.
That's a tight window.
It's all I could manage. This is already risking court-martial.
Understood. We'll be there.
One more thing. I ran the DNA profiles you sent from Emily's samples. Omega isn't just enhanced, it's evolving. Still, after all these years.
What does that mean for us?
It means traditional tactics won't work. It learns, it adapts. Each encounter makes it smarter.
That's why we're using Delta. Fight monster with monster.
Smart. Just be careful, bro. I've already lost too many friends to government secrets. I can't lose my brother too.
I'll make it. See you soon. And Cam, thank you.
Just survive. That's all the thanks I need.
Everyone confirmed their positions?
I'm at the lake, standing by to begin the plan.
I've reached my extraction point on the South Ridge. Camera feed and evidence package ready to broadcast.
I'm en route to the eastern extraction point. Should be there in no time.
I'm at the old ranger post, ready to move when needed.
Lake control room secured. Sedative systems ready to disengage.
I've got 3 drones airborne, ready to track movement and provide intelligence. I can't believe it's already morning as well.
I've decided to make a change to the plan. I'm going to create a diversion at Northridge, right where Victoria is.
Kayla, no. That's too dangerous.
I get that, but if I don't, they'll interfere with our extraction. I've already set up remote detonation charges, just small ones, but enough to draw attention and confuse their sensors.
That's crazy, though.
No, actually, it's just what we need. We can't let them recapture that thing, as we know. If they succeed, they'll just start the whole program again.
Fine, but be careful. Set the charges and get out.
Copy that. Ready when you are, Harry.
All right, everyone. This is it. I'm cutting my arm now. Once I have Omega's attention, Amara will wake up Delta. Everyone move to extraction points only when both creatures are engaged. If I don't make it, I just want to say it's been an honor working with all of you.
We'll all make it, Harry. Just focus on staying alive.
Here goes nothing. Blood going into the water as we speak. No turning back now?
Drone 1 active. Scanning forest perimeter. Stand by for movement detection.
Any visual on our friend yet?
Drone 1 has movement. East quadrant. Moving fast.
Speed?
Faster than it should be able to. At least 50 miles per hour through dense forest. Heading directly towards the lake. It definitely smells your blood.
Perfect. Amara needs to be ready.
Wait. Something's not right.
Excuse me?
It's Changing course. Veering northwest. Away from the lake.
What? Why? The blood should be drawing it straight to me.
I don't know. It's almost like it knows it's a trap.
Crap! Where's it heading now then?
I'm calculating against our map, but it's not great. Direction suggests... Oh no, it's heading toward Kayla's position. North Ridge facility.
Warn her immediately.
Already on it. But Harry, this doesn't make sense. It shouldn't be able to ignore blood like this. Unless it's smart enough to recognize a trap, to override its own instincts.
Freeman warned me. It's evolved beyond their original design.
What do we do now?
Screw it. I'm going to head toward Kayla's position. Try to intercept it.
That's suicide, Harry.
Well, we need to avoid a suicide for Kayla too, and redirect it back toward the lake. It's our only chance.
I'll guide you with the drone then. This thing is not behaving like a predator should. It's behaving like a tactician.
Emergency alert! Military blockades being established at all extraction points. Nexus Defense has convinced DoD that all witnesses are national security risks. They're planning to detain everyone, no exceptions.
Are you kidding me? What about your extraction teams?
Overruled from above. They've pulled my authorization. I've been ordered to stand down.
So you're just abandoning us?
No, they're still on the way, but the window just went from 7 minutes to 1. Get moving!
Code Red! All extraction points are being blocked by military. Nexus Defense has labeled us all as national security risks. The helicopters are still coming, but our window has gone from 7 minutes to 1.
Crap, I'm already blocked in.
Same at my position. They came out of nowhere.
What do we do now? We've been outplayed.
We stick to the plan, but with modifications. If we can get Omega and Delta to fight, it will create enough chaos that we can all break through to our extraction points. But first, we need to get Omega to the lake.
It's still moving toward Kayla, showing no interest in returning to the lake despite all that blood. We might be screwed here.
Harry, I just found something crucial in the remaining APEX files down here. Omega and Delta aren't just random experiments. They were competing prototypes, designed to eventually fight each other.
How does that help us now?
They were engineered with specific pheromone triggers that activate their territorial instincts against each other.
So blood alone won't draw Omega to the lake.
Exactly. It needs to actually sense Delta as a threat. Nothing else will override its current hunting pattern.
And the sedatives have kept Delta dormant all these years.
Yes, but these files show that Delta should be equally responsive. If I disable the sedatives completely, it should begin to wake up very rapidly, and its scent and movement will trigger Omega.
Will Delta surface fast enough?
The files indicate that Delta has extremely rapid recovery, faster than Omega, within minutes of sedative removal.
Then do it. Wake the bastard up.
Copy that. Standing by to initiate sedative purge.
New plan, everyone. Amara is going to wake up Delta. Its presence should draw Omega to the lake, and as soon as the creatures engage, everyone makes a run for their extraction points.
I've set the charges at the North Ridge facility, but Devin is right. I can hear it coming this way. Should I detonate now?
No, wait. We need Omega to change course first.
Drone tracking shows it's still moving toward Kayla, and it's accelerating fast.
I'm purging the sedatives now. Let's hope this works.
Everyone be ready to move on my signal. Kayla, get out of there now. Head towards your extraction point immediately.
Here we go. I'm getting some movement on the lake surface. Drone 2 showing bubbles? Huge ones. Something big is definitely coming up.
It's working then.
Sedative levels dropping rapidly in the chamber. System showing increased movement in the lake.
I can feel vibrations from here, like mini earthquakes.
Drone 2 visual confirmation. Something is breaking the lake surface. It's coming. Delta is waking up.
The sun is starting to rise too. We haven't got long until extraction arrives. This prick better hurry the hell up or we're all dead.
Holy crap! Drone 3 is positioned above the lake, and Delta is emerging.
It's even larger than the files indicated. Must be decades of hibernated growth.
That's the biggest croc I've ever seen in my entire life. It's the size of multiple freaking buses or something.
And Omega just changed course. It's moving back towards the lake. It sensed Delta.
The plan is working. Get ready to move to your extraction points. They'll be distracted whilst fighting each other.
Detonating North Ridge charges now. That should keep Victoria busy.
Drone 1, visual of Omega. It's... I don't have words.
Let's move.
Heading to my extraction point, keeping drones on autopilot to monitor.
Amara, evacuate the bunker. Get to your extraction point.
Not yet. I need to gather these files. They're critical evidence.
I'm heading to the lakeside emergency bunker. I'll grab what I can from there, then we all run.
Oh my goodness! They've made contact.
Are they fighting?
Not yet. They're sizing each other up almost, circling. Incredible. Never mind. They've just engaged. Delta just caught Omega's leg in its jaws. The power is unbelievable.
This is our chance. Move now. While they're fighting.
I'm at my extraction point. Helicopter approaching. But Drone 3 is showing Delta being pushed back. Omega is incredibly strong and fast. It's drawing Delta away from the lake. That's bad. Delta needs the water advantage.
I'm in. Made it to the helicopter. Moving out now.
Same here. We're airborne.
Just boarded my extraction. But we need to wait for Aiden. He's being pursued. Never mind. He made it. We're taking off.
En route to my extraction. But I've got company. Pinnacle security following. Maybe delayed slightly.
I've reached the emergency bunker. Found something else here. There's another lake control system here. Looks like some kind of last resort mechanism. Delta is being drawn further from the lake. It's losing the fight.
Harry, the files indicate the acid system was a failsafe. To neutralize both subjects if needed, the acid will burn through their enhanced tissues very potently. It's the only thing that can kill them.
Get to your extraction point. Now!
What are you planning?
Something stupid, but necessary.
Harry, don't try to lure them yourself to the acid lake. It'll kill you too, obviously.
I gathered. But someone has to make sure they both end up in there.
There has to be another way.
Amara, we need to finish this. Or they'll just recapture Omega and start the whole thing over again.
Harry.
Please, just make sure all the evidence gets out. Make sure this was worth it.
I will. Leaving for extraction now. Harry, thank you.
Just doing my job. Protecting people. That's what Rangers do. Everyone safely extracted?
Just boarded. We're taking off now.
En route to extraction. 2 minutes out.
Drone feeds monitoring the fight. It's not looking good for Delta. Omega is too fast, too smart. It's gaining the upper hand.
I'm activating the acid release. Going to use flare guns to draw them back to the lake.
Harry, no. You need to evacuate. The acid will dissolve everything.
Someone has to make sure they both get in. I found a cache of flare guns. The sun is rising. You all get home safe, okay?
Harry, wait! My drones show Victoria's team approaching your position. You need to go now.
Good. More witnesses to what happens next. I've activated the acid release. The lake is changing.
Harry, this is a suicide mission. Please reconsider this.
It's the only way to make sure they both die and stay dead. Someone has to lure them in. I'm heading out now. Keep those drones recording, Devin. The world needs to see what happens next.
I will, but please, there has to be another way.
There isn't time. Omega is winning. If it kills Delta, it'll escape again. This ends today. It's been an honor serving with you all. Goodbye, everyone. It's been one hell of an honor.
Drone 1 visual of Harry. He's approaching the creatures with flare guns. He's firing multiple flares. Both creatures are reacting to the light. They're turning toward him. My goodness, look at what he's doing.
Is he going into the lake?
He's jumped in. He's literally swimming in the acid. Both creatures are at the edge. They're following him in.
The acid will work faster on Harry than on them. Their enhanced tissues will resist longer.
I can see him still swimming, deeper into the lake. The creatures are both in the water now, chasing him. Their movements are slowing though. They're melting. The acid is working. They're sinking.
And Harry?
I can't see him anymore. He's gone.
I just reached my helicopter. We're all out, but at such a cost.
Both creatures have stopped moving. They've sunk beneath the surface. Nothing but bubbling acid remains.
He saved us all.
And stopped the project for good. Harry Lewis, never forgotten.
Bringing my drones back now. All the footage is secured. The world will know what happened here and what Harry did.
It ends today. Just like he said, justice for everyone will get to choose.
Is everyone connected securely?
I'm here.
Present.
Here.
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 Good to hear from you all again. Thought we should check in before the next congressional hearing.
6 months later and we're still testifying, but it's worth it. The world now knows what happened in Section 47.
Did everyone see Gardner's indictment? Rep. Thomas Gardner indicted for cover-up of Project Apex.
Justice. Finally.
Nexus Defense Technologies stock is down 87%. They're facing worldwide bans, and Victoria Chambers is facing multiple charges including conspiracy, endangerment, attempted murder.
How is everyone doing personally? I'm still in therapy. Nightmares every night.
Same here, but I'm making progress. Started a memorial fund for Harry, and Timothy and Javier too.
I'm using my platform to raise awareness. My documentary on Project Apex has 50 million views, and counting.
I've been working with government investigators, helping decode the APEX files we recovered. There's still so much we don't know about what they did there.
Cameron told me something concerning last week. He found references to other APEX subjects in other locations.
You're kidding.
I wish I was. Apparently, Omega and Delta weren't the only ones. There may be more out there.
Then our work isn't done. We need to find them before someone else tries to weaponize them.
We'll continue together. For Harry, for everyone who died at Section 47. No more secrets. No more monsters.
Agreed. We'll meet next month, right? After the hearings?
Count me in.
I'll be there.
Same.
Together we're stronger. Section 47 will never be forgotten.
And neither will Harry.